right? Cool.
Yeah.
So are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So welcome, bro. What's going on?
I'm good.
Welcome to what is this? This is the Rap Rhetoric.
I think it's rap rhetoric. I think it's the rap rhetoric.
Yeah, the Rap Rhetoric special.
Yeah.
Downtrodden, Johnny L.
Yeah.
There's a lot to ask, bro. There's a lot to ask. First of all, you good?
I'm decent.
You decent?
I'm getting there. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting there.
So look, obviously let's just break it down. First of all, who you are, right?
Yeah.
So Johnny L, you were supposed to be the prodigal son of Mawaza Entertainment,
Yeah.
right? You were around handling your business. You had Thingy Toy Boy on your side,
Yeah.
right? Unfortunately, rest in peace, Toy Boy left us. Then you released the track with two guys, right, from the W, Oz, Magic, Fall on Your Knees. Fast forward to that, y'all became a group, Hopscotch, scheduled to drop a Forever album, right? You had a lot of hits, you know, you had features, big features with big names, Flower, rest in peace, My7, from Deep Soweto, and you know, you guys were doing a lot. Shot the videos, you know, you had additional members in the group, right? 2 additional members. Then Shaz came, right? And it looked like everything was written in the stars. And then you guys split. First of all, you leave the label.
Yeah, we left the label.
You leave the label, you drop your debut album as a group, Vegas, and then after that, you split. What happened?
I think we left Mawaza because of, not to necessarily say contractual issues, but it was more on freedom, a freedom of music, you know, like having the freedom to be able to get in studio and be as creative as possible.
Yeah.
I feel like an artist should always have that environment to be able to get in studio and know what they want to do, you know. And one of the major red flags for me was I didn't want to be a verse guy at that time. I felt like my growth had a boundary that I couldn't surpass because I just had one verse on a song most of the time because of the group. And then when we left Mawaza, we did Vegas, and like we didn't really break up after that. I mean, it's just that we didn't release. Scotch has always been Scotch. I mean, even now, we've been making music for a minute, but it's just that it hasn't released. And I think my proudest things right now is that I have them on my album. That was one thing that I had to get right. Because on Clowns I had no one on there. So like on Downtrodden I wanted to get Magic, Oz, P-Rev. I also wanted to get Shaz, but that was it was a hard thing to do because she's also busy with her things and shit. Because I met up with her and we spoke about it, but maybe like soon along the year, maybe along the year. And, but yeah, it hasn't really been like a breakup. The fairy tale is still on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what prompted you to move from being a solo artist? Because you were a solo artist initially, right? What prompted you to move from being a solo artist to join the group?
I think it was growth. I think like every artist has their time where they want to explore a lot of things.
Yeah.
And even that, it helped me on like learning different artists, how they work, how diverse you could be as an artist, not just being like a rapper, you know, you could be a producer, you could be a chorus dude, you could be, you know, a model.
Yeah.
You know, you learn these things because I learned a lot from them, you know, from Shaz, because she's a good person to, she's very well spoken. Yeah, so I learned that from her. You know, Magic, I just learned his drive on how he like works on his music. Oz, obviously, just tapping into that hood hood side, because he's hood, he's very hood.
Yeah.
And I had to learn also how, because him and Pira, they're really like hood. Their content in music is basically hood. Yeah.
hood,
So just that experience for me, I felt like I had to take it, I had to explore it, and like I don't regret it.
Yeah. So obviously, like, you guys recorded songs for forever, you know, and we never really got to hear them, or we never really got to receive the album.
Yeah.
Was that part of the fact that it didn't drop? Was that part of the quote unquote contractual dispute or freedom, or did you guys just decide to can it for whatever reason?
Nah, it was based on the contractual shit. That's the major thing that made it not to drop. Disputes, people not being satisfied, and that leads to an artist not dropping their album. I mean, if you're not satisfied with who you're working with,
you're not gonna
obviously put out that music like that.
Yeah. Alright. So now, obviously, not even obviously, but you move from that, and we don't hear from you for a while. For like a while, you almost become secluded from the rest of society. You know, so to say. Then you come back with a very, 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 I'd say, reflective, very, very depressed, sort of like very dark thingy album, right? So to say, Clowns and Comics. What happened there? Before we even get to what that means, what happened in the space?
Even now, like, just reflecting on it, it's difficult to get in that mind state of like what I was going through. Because it was just happening so quickly, yet slowly. But because even then I had just started learning how to produce. So I was trying to, you know, find a way to express myself in the best possible way. Through production and rapping. And I just like where my life was at that time, because, you know, I felt like things were not popping. Popping in the sense that, you know, I'm also like a fan, and I noticed like downloads and shit like that. Like how when I was in Hopscotch, you know, downloads were racking up thousands and shit. And now it's like on the 100 percentile, or not percentile, I mean like on the 100 range, 200
range.
So I noticed all of that. I noticed everything, you know. You be getting like in a shop and shit, you know, hear someone say, na look Hopscotch, they were popping back then, not anymore. Just comments like that just get thrown to you, and at the same time it's not really wanting that fame back, but just wanting yourself back. So like that was the journey that I was going through.
So you felt like you lost yourself in the Hopscotch name.
I felt like I got in the Hopscotch name not knowing myself. As in like I was sure that I was a rapper, but I wasn't really sure like what that meant to me, like what writing meant, because before then I was very like I was very well. I noticed like what I wrote. I noticed the type of person I am before joining Hopscotch. And as soon as I joined, you know, I started switching up, you know, trying vernac. It was very an experimental stage to say. So just that stage made me feel like I didn't really know who I was. So when I left, only then I started exploring myself, because I was far from people now. I had to relearn myself again. Okay, now I'm alone. Who am I? Apart from me chilling with Oz, or me being with Magic, or even me having a beat maker. Like, what am I to music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say that transition kind of like took Johnny L the person,
Yeah.
right, prior to the hopscotch thing, and kind of made them, how can I say, kind of made them like very irrelevant to the space. I don't know if you
Make them.
yes, like Johnny L the person,
Yeah.
irrelevant to the space, and Johnny L the rapper now had to be more of a prominent feature.
Yeah.
Because from what I hear, you say you got there, and then you're like, maybe I should try this,
Yeah.
maybe I should try that. Now that could be an experimental thing,
Yeah.
and that's all good and well, but you say that had an effect
On me.
on you,
Yeah.
the person.
Yeah.
Like so would you say that the transition made, like, it kind of took the person back and put them in a box,
Yeah.
and brought the rapper and said the rapper now is a
Yeah.
representation of the person.
Of the person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's the case, because that's something you notice when you, just like I was telling you, when I was starting to produce.
Yeah.
When I started to produce, it was just of the simple fact of wanting to know. And the more and more I started getting to know it, I lost the writing part,
Yeah.
like writing
Yeah,
raps,
yeah, yeah.
because now I'm focused more on this.
On the beats, yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with that. Like, I got in my waza, I had to get my raps right. I had to always have a good verse.
Yeah.
But like, I wasn't like a person that would chill and like think about my life or shit. It was always based on the verse.
On the verse.
Yeah,
The verse
so
took over.
Yeah, the verse was the most important thing. So if that's the case, then what was the point if I wasn't the most important thing? You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. Like when I'm talking about producing, like, because it takes a strain on you.
Yeah.
Your mind shifts. You know, you don't even listen to tracks the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because now you want to listen the 808s. How did he do that? How did it, you know? You're not really focusing on the similes, on the metaphors anymore. Yeah. So I lost that as well in terms of writing. So when I was doing clowns, I was trying to get both things together now, even myself, and talk about my life, my experiences, you know. Yeah, reflect on that through the creative direction. Yeah.
How did you get signed? How did Mawaza find you?
That's a crazy story,
Yeah.
actually. It's like, my mom's always knew that I loved making music. So I'm always ragging on her about like, yeah, you need to hear my next song. And she one day she comes in the house, she tells me, yo, there's actually like a place where you can record. There's people that can help you and shit like that. Maybe you should go there. I'm like, nah, I ain't about that vernacular. I ain't about that gassy shit. I'm telling her that.
Yeah.
And then just one day she just comes to the house and tells me, yo, I set up a meeting with you and Sam, you gotta go there.
Yeah.
They're waiting for you. I'm like, what? Because it wasn't really far away. It was like a 10-minute walk.
Yeah.
It was like a 10-minute walk away from my house. So like, my mom actually got me
Set up the meeting. Yeah.
So like the first day I got there, how are you? I'm Johnny. Yeah, what's up? That's when I met Toy. The first time I met Toy, I got in the studio and they asked me a couple of questions, and I told them I want to rap. And they gave me a beat and like, can you write for this? I'm like, hey, I could try to write for that. And then the next day I had the shit recorded already.